Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing my Ra's al Ghul timeline, or Ra's al Ghul if you're one of those pronunciation stiflers, but I'm just going to go with the pronunciation that I feel comfortable with, the one that I grew up with, the animated series one, Ra's al Ghul. Now, whether or not that's correct, who gives a shit, that's what I feel most comfortable with. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Ra's al Ghul timeline, he doesn't have his own comic. Andrew, you scandalous little boy, you. What are you talking about? Well, what I found over the years of doing YouTube stuff and from all the various emails and messages and comments is people like to see timelines and like to see information on their favorite Batman villains. So, a lot of times people ask me, well, Andrew, what are some great Joker stories to read? Or what are some great Two-Face stories, or Scarecrow stories, or so on and so forth. So I thought, seeing that I'm doing a timeline theme week, I guess it's not a week, but overall a few days, I might as well do some villains in there too. Do a timeline of villains. Hey, I thought it would be a good idea. So with that said, I'm going to be doing Ra's al Ghul first, and I'm going to put this along with whatever timeline video I'm putting up. So today, currently, I have Green Lantern up, and so I will be putting Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, or Kingpin al Ghul, or Randy Orton al Ghul, or Luke Skywalker al Ghul, however you want to pronounce his name. I'll be putting him up today too. So then tomorrow, I don't know, I might put up Teen Titans, and then I'll put Joker up next, or whatever. Now, I'm just telling you now, I'm only doing these with Batman villains. The reason is because Batman villains seem to be the most consistent out of all the superhero villains. And also, well, let's be honest, they're the most popular. I get the most requests for, what story should I read if I want to get Two-Face, or Clayface, or Joker, or Poison Ivy, or whatever. Now, I won't be doing a lot of these villains. However, if you request a certain villain and there's enough material on them to do a timeline, then I will do them. So with that said, I've been talking long enough. Let's get into this timeline video. Okay, here is the Ra's al Ghul timeline in of itself. Now, I collected stuff from outside of Batman comics, so you're going to see various other titles in here. Now, before you guys get on my case, I do not have Red Robin Volume 1 of the Grail. I haven't had a chance to go out and buy Red Robin. I've been very busy, and I've only seen that at a few stores. I've tried to pick it up, but I just haven't had a chance. So please, don't leave any comments going, Andrew, you don't have Red Robin Volume 1. What kind of Batman fan are you? Please, I just haven't had a chance. But with that said, let's actually just get into this timeline, okay? Starting things off would be Batman Tales of the Demon. This collects the 1970s run of Dennis O'Neil introducing Ra's al Ghul to the Batman continuity. You get to see the start of Ra's al Ghul and Batman's relationship the first time they meet in their early adventures. Now, this takes place around the third to fourth year of Batman's career. I know in this that I believe Dick Grayson is in college. However, with the Crisis of Infinite Earths, that kind of all gets retconned, and he's just in school. So, yes, this is around the third to fourth year of Batman's career, which moves on to Batman Trinity by Matt Wagner. Now, this is, again, in probably the fourth year of Batman's career, the first team up between Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. Now, the reason why I'm including this is because, well, Ra's al Ghul is the main bad guy in this, along with Bizarro, but he's really just the puppet master of Bizarro in this. So, again, Ra's al Ghul's next appearance, and it is around the fourth year of Batman's career. Then we jump ahead a lot to Batman Chalice. This is next. This takes place after Batman Nightfall, and you can say that this is next because Batman said he has not fought Ra's al Ghul in a couple of years. So this is the first time they're meeting since Trinity, or at least anything that's happened afterwards. Now, the reason why Ra's al Ghul is in this, other than the fact that he makes an appearance, is because he wants the Holy Grail for himself. Duh. So yeah, this is done by Chuck Dixon. This is around the, I want to say, 8th to 9th year of his career. Moving on is Batman Contagion and Batman Legacy. Now, Ra's al Ghul actually doesn't appear in Batman Contagion, but Batman Legacy, he's the big bad, and he's a major player in it. We found out that he's actually the person that created the plague and released it on Gotham and Batman Contagion, so you kind of get them both to really understand the story. I do recommend getting them both because I enjoyed both these stories, and they're good Ra's al Ghul stories. And Batman Legacy, arguably, in my opinion, the best Ra's al Ghul story outside of the Tales of the Demon. Moving on, sometime after Batman No Man's Land, we have JLA Tower of Babel. Or before. It could be before. I forget. I think it actually is before. My apologies. JLA Tower of Babel. What happens when Batman's secret plans against the Justice League gets into the hands of, yes, none other than Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul finds out how to defeat the whole entire Justice League and does so, using Batman's secret plans. After that, we get after the No Man's Land, Batman Evolution. Ra's al Ghul does his nefarious plot to screw up Gotham once again by using genetic mutation. Ooh, very cute. So yes, this is again another Ra's al Ghul story. As you can see, he's popping his little head out right there. We're moving on to Superman No Limits. Now, Ra's al Ghul makes an appearance in one of the individual issues in here. Really, it's not worth putting in this timeline, but the fact is that Ra's al Ghul tells Superman off and tells him to go piss off because he's not worthy enough to be around Ra's al Ghul, and I found that incredibly funny, so I thought I might as well put it in the timeline for fun. So yeah, Superman No Limits. Yeah, just kind of the miscellaneous things. Next would be Batman Hush. Now, Ra's al Ghul doesn't play a huge role in this. He's more or less just a supporting villain that shows up for a very short amount of time, but it's still worth pointing out because, you know, it's Ra's al Ghul, and he's the man, and this timeline is about where you can read him. After that would be Batman Death and the Maidens. This is where we get introduction to Ra's al Ghul's other daughter, along with his death. Yes, Ra's al Ghul does die, but don't worry because he gets picked up in the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. Yes, deaths in comic books seem to be very tedious and overdone, but with Ra's al Ghul it's okay because, well, that's kind of his thing. This happens, obviously, during the Grant Morrison stuff and the 1 year later. This is also done up by Paul Dini, the man himself, so you get two good writers telling the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, his return to life into the Batman universe. Next with that, we got Paul Dini's Private Casebook. This is kind of a follow-up to the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. This kind of brings everything together that was left hanging with Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. After that, Batman has no more contact with Ra's al Ghul. However, Nightwing does in Nightwing the Great Leap, the last volume of Nightwing. In the very end of this, the last story, Nightwing goes up against Ra's al Ghul, and they discuss the death of Batman and how it really should have gone down. And then finally, we have the Outsiders, the Deep. The Outsider has rejoined together. They're now a cohesive team doing what needs to be done. Vandal Savage and Ra's al Ghul teaming up together because they have common interests, and they go up against the Outsiders. Now, Red Robin, the Grail, would take place after that, but again, I don't have it. So, with that said, this is the timeline. Let's finish this video up. So, like I said, that's the timeline in general. I just kind of added a few other comics that Ra's al Ghul appeared in. If you're a Ra's al Ghul fan, then hopefully you can pick up some of those and enjoy them. So yeah, that's about it. If there's a specific villain you want me to do, I might do them. Lay down your comments next. I will tell you, please don't ask for the Joker, because I will be doing a Joker timeline. That kind of goes without saying, don't you think? Well, anyways, with that said, I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.